When was the last time you got up off the floor? Maybe it isn't something you really think about all that much right now, but as you do get older, it is the kind of question that comes to mind a lot more often. Getting up without using your hands, without leaning on your knees, without, grabbing onto something that's nearby. Now, if you can't remember the last time you did it, or if you're just thinking about it, makes you a little bit nervous, this video is perfect for you. Because what I'm about to share might be one of the most important predictors of how long and how well you're going to live. Hi, I'm Andy. I'm 78 years old. I'm a certified fitness instructor, and I created a program called 5BX60 from a rich heritage that goes back to training Air Force pilots. It's simple, it's doable, and it works. 5 exercises, 12 minutes a day, plus a few electives will tailor just for you. There's no gym, there is no fancy equipment, just you and our community, and a little bit of time and a plan that actually fits your life. Now, here is something that might surprise you. Researchers have found that one of the strongest predictors of how long you'll live isn't your blood pressure, isn't your cholesterol, it isn't even how fast you can walk a mile. It's whether you can sit down on the floor and get back up without using your hands. It's called the sitting rising test. In a major study published in this European journal, followed over 4,000 people for more than 12 years, and those who scored poorly on the simple test had nearly 4 times the risk of dying from natural causes and 6 times the risk of dying from cardiovascular causes. Compare that with those who scored highest. 6 times. Now, this isn't about strength in a gym sense. This is about the kind of strength, balance, mobility you can actually use, the kind that keeps you living independently for as long as possible. And the good news is you can train for it starting today. Before we get down to the floor itself, let's start with someplace that's safer and more practical for daily life, getting up and down from a chair. This is the foundation. Master this, and you're building the exact same strength you'll need to get off the floor with confidence. Now, here's how. Find a sturdy chair and sit near the front edge with your feet flat on the floor, about hip width apart. Slide your feet slowly behind your knees and sit tall. Now lean gently forward. I call this getting your nose over your toes. And from there, press firmly through your feet and slowly rise to standing, keeping your chest lifted and your core engaged. Pause for a moment at the top, and then, and this is the important part, slowly lower yourself back down with control. Don't drop, don't plop. Control the way down just like you control the way up. That's 1 repetition. Simple, but powerful. Let's talk about what's happening with your body, because every part of this movement matters. Your quadriceps, the muscles on the front of the thigh, are doing the heavy lifting, both standing and lowering down. Now, your glutes, the muscles in your backside, try to push to standing. And your hamstrings on the back of your thighs support your knees and assist your hips. Now, your core keeps your sides stable and your torso upright. Without it, you'd fall forward. And your calves and shins quietly stabilize your ankles all the time, keeping you steady. But it's just not muscles alone. Your nervous system is coordinating all of this, telling your body where it is in space, and helping you balance and move your shift and weight. And if you do these several in a row, your heart and lungs get to work too. This is not just an exercise. This is about giving you the opportunity to do what you want. Whether it's golfing, tennis, running, dancing, you just do what you want to do in the 5BX60 world. We call this functional longevity. And this movement is the perfect example, because getting up out of a chair or off the floor isn't just exercise, it's life. It's getting up to answer the door. It's standing up after gardening. It's catching yourself when you trip. It's the moment that decides whether you stay independent or start to lose ground. And the more you practice it, the stronger and safer that moment becomes. So let's step back and talk about what real fitness actually looks like, because most about what you hear about exercise, it misses the point. The fitness world loves complication, long workouts, expensive equipment. True fitness only requires 5 things: strength, flexibility, balance, and core stability, and cardiovascular endurance. That's what makes 5BX60 different. It isn't a workout, it's a complete system that hits all 5 in 12 minutes a day. This isn't watered down exercise. This is real exercise, backed by science, proven over decades, used by millions. Here are the 5. The toe touch. This is a gentle forward fold that keeps your back, hips, and the backs of your legs free to move. Reach toward your shins or your ankles or your toes, wherever your body comfortably goes today. Slow and easy. Without this kind of flexibility, everyday tasks like tying your shoe or picking up something off the floor turns into a struggle. Now the superhero, lying face down, you gently lift your arms, chest, and legs off the floor. It's like you're flying, just for a moment, and then you lower back down. Now, this fires up everything along your backside, your lower back, and your glutes, and your shoulders, the muscles that fight that forward hunch we all risk as we age. Modified push-ups to meet where you are, against the wall, a kitchen counter, or on your knees. Every version counts, and every version builds real strength in your chest and your shoulders, in your arms, and in your core. This is the strength that helps you push yourself up out of the bed, off of a chair, or off the floor when you need it the most. So now it's time for cardio. Walking, marching, dancing in the kitchen, riding a stationary bike, anything that raises your heart rate and keeps it there for a few minutes. This is your engine, because it gives you the stamina to keep up with your life, with the grandkids, with the errands, with the hike you've been thinking about. 5 exercises, 5 pillars of fitness, 12 minutes. Not easy, but complete. Nothing extra. Nothing is missing. Everything that matters. That Air Force jet you see, that's where the story really begins. The Royal Canadian Air Force, they had a problem. Their pilots were stationed at remote bases across the north, without gyms, with no equipment, no trainers, just cold weather and 4 walls. And yet, they needed to be in peak physical condition. So, the Air Force turned to a young researcher named Dr. Bill Orban. Now, here where it gets remarkable. Orban wasn't just a scientist. He was a gifted athlete, a hockey player so talented he earned a scholarship to UC Berkeley. But he wanted more than just to know how pilots train. He wanted to know what ordinary people need to stay strong and healthy and capable in the least time possible, with no gym, no trainer, and no equipment. What he created was extraordinary. A handful of exercises, just minutes a day, that produce real measurable fitness in real people. 5BX60 carries that legacy forward, adapted for those of us over 60 and beyond. We want to keep our strength and our mobility and our independence for the long haul. Same belief, same simplicity, built for real life. To help you get started, we offer a free 15-minute coaching call. Subscribe to the Aging Strong channel, visit 5bx60.com, and join the community of people choosing every single day to age strong. Now, here is the truth. You don't know what you've lost until it's gone. Most of us assume we'll always be able to get up off the floor until one day we can't. And by then, getting it back is a long, hard route. The ability you take for granted right now are the very ones that decide whether you stay independent 10, 20, 30 years down the road. Maybe they're small things, but they're the building blocks of a free and independent life. So here's the shift that changes everything. I'll do it later becomes I'll do it now, as long as I can. The people who keep their independence aren't the lucky ones. They're the ones who started before they had to. Today's teaching moment, don't wait to lose it. Practice getting up and down today with a chair, from the floor, from anywhere you can. Every time you do, you're voting for the independent life that you want 5 to 10 years from now. Just start. That's it. Before you go, I'd love to hear from you. When was the last time you thought about how hard or easy it is to get up off the floor? Leave a comment below, because I promise you, your honest answer might be exactly what somebody else needs to read today to take us seriously. And if this video gave you something to think about, please give it a like and subscribe. And share it with someone in your life who wants to stay active, healthy, and independent as they age. That simple act might just change someone's life. Until next time, my friends, keep moving, keep improving, and keep aging strong. I'm Andy, and I'll see you at the next video.